Okay, this is TempleOS 5-minute random code walkthrough episode 30, and I'm your host, Terry Davis. And we are in budget strings. Okay. I made an application called, oh no, I can't show you. I made an application called Budget. I don't want to show you my budget. Anyway, let me go to my home directory and delete it temporarily. Control D, then I go to my account, TS, TAD. Let me take, will this work? Let me take this and put it in archive. Okay. Now my budget is in archive. Okay. So quit. So there's a application on the disk called Budget, and if you say let's see, what do we have? Edit new entry. Accounts file. So set the name and color of your accounts. To delete account, manually edit home budget accounts. Okay. So these are the default accounts, and you set the color, and then okay. So let's insert a new entry. How do we insert a new entry? In. Okay, so hit in, and today's date is star, and the amount will be $200, and let's credit job and debit bank. Okay, now let's copy that. I think we can do periodic copy. Edit, copy entry, edit, template. No, we don't want to do a template. Isn't there a periodic copy? Let's see if I hit P. No? This is a simple version of an expanded application I used to have. Oh well. Copy entry. Well, we can make... I know there's a way to do a periodic copy. Maybe I simplified it too much. Oh well. I used to have a complicated personal budget. Now my budget's really simple. So anyway, let's do a new entry. Date star, that's today, $10, and let's credit bank and debit miscellaneous expense. Description, soda. Okay, so we just got soda. Copy. Let's say 10. Okay, so you can see we make now we can it's displaying my bank account balance right in this column, and this is the amount. So I started with $200. I spent $10, so that's. You can change the view account. Anyway, let's change it to job. So this gets credited, and it's miscellaneous. Miscellaneous gets debited. You have to know what two-entry accounting is. Anyway, so we escape out of there. And now in my home directory, we have a budget, in the strings file, these are all the strings that it uses, and it puts them in with an integer. And these are the accounts, and the budget data is binary data. So you can edit the strings file. Anyway, so the code we landed in is for doing the strings file write. So one of the things you can do with this is merge entries. So if we wanted to merge, well, anyway, if you change a string like rent to miscellaneous, then the next time you save it, they'll be merged together. Anyway, so I used to have a fancy budget, and then I simplified it over the years. I used to have credit cards and stuff. Now I don't have credit cards. Anyway, so there's an entry for each budget line, and looks like I use a hash table to make unique all the strings. I want a unique string, so that's why I use a hash table. A hash table is an array of linked lists, and let's say you add up the letters of a string. So if you want to check if it already exists, you add up the letters and then you check, and it should find the same spot. Anyway, it's not a security hash. It's nothing to do with encryption. It's nothing to do with security. A hash table is just a container that you can check for. You can rapidly look up to see if there's an entry already. So I use my document framework. We write the string file. It's a document, and we go through. My hash tables can be traversed you can look up an entry, but there's also a circular doubly linked list for my hash table. If we go to the kernel, so this kind of explains it. There's this is the array, and then there's linked lists coming off. These two had the same bin because their letters add to the same value. This is unique. Dog and dog. If you put a new entry in, maybe you want to overshadow the old. Sometimes you want that, but I merge them together in this current application. Then you have a next and a last, a queue, a circular doubly linked list that goes through the order they were added, and so that's a little bit faster to traverse than all those blank entries in the array of linked lists. So we go directly to the next one that's added. We print in the foreground color the number of the string, and then we print the string. Or what is this? No nums. Oh, this handles two different types of. I think what I did is I went ahead and used the same print routine. Whether we print accounts or we print strings, these are the same. It uses the same code. So if we have numbers, you do that. Otherwise, you do that. And so that's a. Then we write the document file. Then we delete it. So we don't have fprintf. We write to a document in memory, and then when we get everything finished, we write the document. And where did we set the name of the document? Name. Okay. So we can see where string file write is called. If we go, this is in the applications budget directory. Find in this current directory. string file write. String file is string file write. So when we're reading, string file read, string file write, budget account file. So in the I think here's the budget account file, budget string file. Okay, so it's a simple 2-entry accounting application.